Namaste. I welcome everyone with my great invitation to the path of sadhana, to the path of enlightenment. Lazarus is dead. Martha is crying. Like generally we cry when our mother, our father, our brother, sister, friend, anybody who dies. So our general reaction is that we cry. So Martha is crying because her beloved brother is gone. And not only that, Jesus is not around. Jesus went to another village, and meanwhile, Lazarus is dead. Martha trust in Jesus is beyond limits. He told people that if Jesus would be here, how dare Lazarus could die. Lazarus died because Jesus is not here. If someone go run and give Jesus this news and bring him to the village, then my brother will wake up again. People looked at Martha. What are you talking about? A dead man is dead now. He is gone. Now simply buried him. And Jesus is very far away. If someone will go, it will take more than 2 days for him to come back here. Oh Martha, don't be a child. Accept the fate and let us bury Lazarus. Martha said, don't even dare to touch my brother. Go and call Jesus, no matter how far he is, no matter how long he will take. Anyway, someone left the village to deliver the message of Martha, deliver the message of Lazarus' death, and to bring him back to the village. One day gone, 2 days gone. Now the corpse of Lazarus is stinking, decomposing. And when the corpse decomposed, it smells very bad. Then no one want to be close. Whether it is your husband, your son, your brother, your sister, Dead body is dead body. If dead body you keep without any preservation for long time, without burial or cremation for the long time, so it will decompose and it will smell very bad. People looking at Martha, that Martha, now what Jesus will make alive? This body is decomposed now. It smells so bad. Let us give proper burial to Lazarus. Martha said, keep your hands away. Before Jesus comes, no one will touch Lazarus. Meanwhile, the messenger reached to Jesus and delivered the message that Lazarus is dead and Martha is not letting anybody to bury him. She wants you to come first. Don't know what she wants. Maybe she wants you to make him alive. A dead man alive. Jesus smiled and said, silly Martha, she trusts in me more than she should. But anyway, if this is her will, I will come. 3 days after Jesus came, people are sitting very far away from the dead body because it stinks. Martha looked at Jesus and she said, Master, why you took so long? My brother is gone. Now his body is decomposing. I thought you will revive him, but what you will revive now? He is decomposed now. All organs inside is decomposed. Stinking very badly. And Jesus smiled and he said, Martha, don't worry. I will call and he will come. Martha is having half trust and half doubt also. People around, they have full doubt that what Jesus is talking about. Martha is half, 50% she trusts Jesus, but 50% she also aware about common sense. Being with Master means getting rid even the common sense. We all have so much of common sense, but look at the mirror and you will find the most miserable person standing in front of you in the mirror. We have great common sense. We are very wise, but miserable. Martha is half miserable because she knows Jesus, but still she could not leave her common sense. She could not leave her training to not to trust, to not to doubt anything beyond materials, anything beyond the training which mother father gave, which society has given you, the training which the governments, the religion has given you. It is very difficult to even think beyond that training. So half she trust, half she doubt. Peter is there, other students of Jesus is there, they also half they trust, but half they doubt also. That is why on the crucifixion day of Jesus, the enemies of Jesus, the people who hate Jesus, they want Jesus to die on the cross. And the student of the Jesus, they somehow also, somewhere also, they want to test the master. That let's see if our master is a true prophet, if he is really what he professes, so he will survive the cross. So not only those person who hate Jesus want Jesus to be crucified, but also those people who so called with Jesus, they also want to see the magic power, because that's all we learn, that's all we understand. If we want to see beyond materials, then we want some magic. That is why we enjoy Marvel movies. Magic is there. Somebody is immortal, somebody is very powerful, somebody can fly, somebody can go to space. Means beyond materials, we only can imagine that which is opposite to the material. But path of enlightenment is not the path which is opposite to this material path. If path of enlightenment means opposite, going opposite to the material path, then that enlightenment is of two pennies. It is useless. It is worthless. Enlightenment is not opposite of being materialistic. Enlightenment means when you are just witnessing, when you just observing. It is not a chase. It is not to go somewhere. It is not to achieve something. It is not a magic. It is just your pure essence, like a childlike essence. For a child, everything is magic. For a child, butterfly is magic. For us, we see butterfly. We know different kind of butterfly. And we have preferences also in butterfly. Particular butterfly we like, particular butterfly we don't like. Colorful butterfly we like, big butterfly, small butterfly. We have dissect, we have create lot of distance, we have rip apart the bliss. Some people ask, what is your favorite color? There is no more stupid question in the world than asking someone what is your favorite color. But we ask a child what is your favorite color, he will look at you. Color in itself is abundance. Now in that you want favorite and non-favorite. A child will look at you, what stupid question you are asking. Because we are really dull. From the children also what we ask, what you want to become when you grow up. This is the most stupid question which we ask to the kids, what you want to become when you grow up. Let him be a kid. Don't want to don't want him to be like you. You are depressed, you are miserable. Why you want a child to be like you? Why you don't want to be like a child? But we inject in them that you have to become something, like we are constantly want to become something. The same way you have to become miserable like us. So you have to decide what you want to become when you grow up. And the child give you reply. Mother feel very proud. My child can count from 1 to 100. You can also count 1 to 100. Are you blissful? You are miserable. You even can count thousands, 10,000s you can count. Does it make any change in your life? My child, 4-year-old, 5-year-old child can type computer. Well, you can also type computer. Is this making any bliss in your life? Is it bringing any kind of bliss in your life? No. Then why you want the child to become intelligent like you? Why you are not want him to instead be full of consciousness? Because you are dull. That is why dull things you like. Footy, football match, cricket match, and then favorite team, and then crying when your team lose, betting on your teams. You are miserable and you are training the child to be miserable. But a child also, at least up to the age of 8, he give you a good competition. He give you a good challenge. After the age of 8, then his spirit you kill. By giving him traumas, by giving the child abuse, then you will kill his spirit. But until the age of 8, a child gives you a strong challenge. It's not easy. Up to the age of 8, a child is like a wild horse. After the age of 8, the child become a horse stuck in your farmhouse. After the age of 8, the child become a racing horse. But before the age of 8, a child is a vibrant wild horse. Magic we want to see in master also. So crucifixion is not only Romans and Jews they give to Jesus. No. The believers of Jesus also equally want to say, want to see miracle. That is why their heart break after when they see that Jesus is dead on the cross. Their heart break that, oh, this man is a cheater, this man is a fraud. He is not what he professes. Peter, Andrew, Thomas, everybody, they don't, they feel disgust that we follow this man. A cheater, a fraud, he is hanging there on the cross. Intestines are eaten by the wild beast. Wild beasts are snatching his flesh from his legs. This is the man. Is this the master? Judas, he was become so much disgusted by Jesus that he committed suicide. That, oh, I waste my time following this man. What a stupid I am. Lazarus is different. Jesus smile. Martha, don't worry. He will awake. I will call him. He will come. So students of Jesus surprised that this corpse is stinking, decomposed. How he will come now? Damage is done. Body is decomposing. People of the village, they laughing at Jesus. That here comes another crazy man. Want to awake a corpse, a decomposed corpse. People laughing at Jesus that look at him. Crazy man. Martha is, in limbo. She want to trust Jesus, but she is also trained in this society to not to trust the master. Even the followers who's walking with Jesus, they also are in doubt whether master could do it. Jesus told Martha, this Lazarus, he came to me whenever I call him. Even those times when no one can come, he comes to master. When a normal person, a live man cannot come, he come to me in those situations. In those times he came to me. Why he will not come now? Now he is dead, just dead. If he is alive, maybe I will doubt. Because a man who is alive is very busy. A alive man is very busy. He has to pay bills. He has to get success in the career. He has to look after the mother, father, family. He is so busy. Then he have to go to gym. A man who is alive has no time for anything. He love his work so much. He love his business so much that he makes fool of himself. If you love your business, if you love your job, why you will be miserable? When you are at your job, you are miserable. When you are at your business, you are miserable. But you lie to yourself. I love my job. I love my business. You you will love something. You hate yourself. That is why your body is sick and you going to the work. Your mental health is not good, but you going to the work. You going to your business. Elon Musk is a most sick person on this earth, but very successful he is in his business. The most unsuccessful man of the planet, miserable man of the planet, the mouthpiece of capitalism. He can love something, buying Twitter, a platform where people speak. He crushing the voice of people like a child, making the decision, firing the staff, and then asking them to come back. Is he in his right mind? Are you in your right mind? He is very busy. A live man is more busy than a dead man. A dead man is free. He is just laying down. A dead man is so free that after somebody die in our family, we call the funeral people and they take the corpse for 1 week, 2 week, that keep the corpse in the freezer. And a dead man never complain. Previously, he complained when the winter season comes, when temperature goes down, he complains that it is very cold. But now he is inside the freezer and not complaining. Previously, he hardly wear suits. He hardly wear book shirt, pants. When after he died, they put the corpse in nice cloth in the coffin, nice makeup done, and he never oppose anything. He is not having any preference also. A dead man is most free. Then people buried him in the grave. He has nothing to do. While he is alive, he don't even have time to go to graveyard and sit on the grave of his families. He don't have even time for that. But see, after death, he himself is in graveyard full time. Jesus told Martha, he came to me when no one can come. His wife is pregnant, labor, pain she was having. And this Lazarus, he carry a small wheelbarrow. All the time he carry. Whenever he go to take his sheeps for grazing, he carry this small wheelbarrow. And while coming back from the grazing after the sheeps, when the sheeps finish grazing, he comes down the hill and collect any wood he find on the way to cook. So when his wife is in labor pain, he is carrying his wife in the wheelbarrow to take her to the midwife. And I was walking on that night and I saw Lazarus is carrying his wheelbarrow. What happened? Jesus asked, Lazarus, come. Lazarus dropped the wheelbarrow. His wife is also there. From far, Jesus called him, Lazarus, come. Where are you going? His wife said, where are you going? Leaving me here. Going through a labor pain, you leaving me here. Lazarus said, don't worry. Cry, shout. People will come. Someone will come. They will help you. I have very important thing to do right now. Lazarus left his wife in the wheelbarrow in middle of the labor pain, went to Jesus. Jesus said, what you carry? Why you carry your wheelbarrow in the middle of the night, Lazarus? Lazarus said, nothing, master, nothing important. Nothing important. Jesus said, let's go sit on the hill tonight. Very beautiful, peaceful night it is. Let's sit. Nothing important Jesus is discussing. It is not something important. Jesus just took him with him. Just a normal talks he had. Night is gone. It's almost morning. Jesus said, oh, it's too late. Let's go down now. It's almost morning now. Lazarus said, Master, I don't realize. Sitting in your company, I don't realize anything else. Jesus smiled and he said, let's go now. On the way back down the hill, a man came and he congratulated Lazarus that, congratulations, Lazarus, you are father. You become father last night. Lazarus said, thank you. Jesus surprised. Lazarus, you become father? Whole night I am sitting with you. You didn't give me that news. Lazarus said, Master, I also don't know. I know that my wife is in labor pain, but I don't know that She gave birth to a boy or a girl, I don't know. But this gentleman has given me this news. Why he will lie? He must be true. Jesus surprised, your wife is in labor pain? Why you came to me? He said, Master, in the wheelbarrow last night, I am carrying her to the midwife. But you call, so I left her and come. Jesus said, are you crazy? Lazarus looked into the eyes of the master and he said, Master, I was crazy, but not anymore. In many births, I was crazy. In the past, each and every birth, I give preference to the materials, preference to the wife, preference to the husband, preference to the children, preference to the work. I give preference to everything except me. I never give preference to myself. I never give preference to my liberation. I never give preference to my enlightenment. And Master, in every birth there is a wife, there is a husband, there is a children, there is a business, there is a work, there is materials. But Master comes only once in a blue moon birth. How I will lose the opportunity to be with you, Master? How? Jesus told Martha, He came to me when no one can come. People say, oh, today I'm having headache. Today I am sick. And Master, you asking me to come. My mother died. And Master, you asking me to come. I have to go to work. I have to collect securities. I have to enjoy my misery. I have to enjoy my sorrow. And Master, you are calling. Are you crazy? I have to remain miserable in my blind chase of securities and materials. And Master, you are calling. Are you crazy? Lazarus came to Jesus in sickness. Lazarus came to Jesus in bliss. Lazarus came to Jesus when he is in great sorrow. Lazarus never missed the opportunity to come to the Master, to come to the enlightenment, to come to his bliss, to come to his existence, his consciousness. He never missed the opportunity. And in this birth, what we are doing, missing each and every opportunity. It doesn't mean that opportunities never came. Opportunities comes to us, but we just do not understand the value of this human birth. Jesus smiled. Martha, what are you talking about? This man came to me when no man who is breathing can come to me. And now he is most free. Why he will not come today? Today he is just dead. Just dead, that's it. You are not dead, you are alive, but you are miserable. You are carry on this miserable life like someone chew the chewing gum. Your life has become a chewing gum. Neither you can swallow it and neither you can throw it out because you are so habitual of just chewing. Chewing gum means nothing. Just mouth, jaws are moving. That's it. Nothing happening. You live your life like someone is eating chewing gum. Your life is not more than a chewing gum. You are chewing the tasteless chewing gum of materialism, tasteless chewing gum of capitalism. You are chewing this tasteless, nutritionless chewing gum of securities. Keep chewing. But Lazarus drink the nectar of enlightenment. Martha, he will awake. Jesus called, Lazarus, come. Dead bodies stand up. Lazarus came. He is awareness. Awareness cannot die. He is existence. Existence cannot die. He is the consciousness. He is the bliss. Lazarus cannot die. You will die because you are not living. You are not even living your life. You will die. The day you will live your life, you will become immortal. Right now, you are carrying your life as a burden on your shoulders. Look, your life full of scandals, full of cheating. Cheating your wife, cheating your husband, cheating your partners, cheating yourself, having an affair with someone but not having a courage to tell others. You are very cheap person, very miserable person you are. That is why you are sorrowful. That is why your mind is sick. That is why your body is sick. Your sickness has no cure. Lazarus awakes. Jesus said, Lazarus, walk. Come with me on this path. People surprise. It is beyond their reasoning, it is beyond their understanding, because that is not what they are habitual of watching. They are not, it is not what they are habitual of living. We are habitual of living this miserable life. So anything beyond this miserable life can exist, we doubt. Great doubt we have, that is anything can exist beyond this miserable life I have. In all your addictions, what you are doing, you trying to seek if something else can exist, but you become addict to drugs, to alcohol. You are so dependent on alcohol, so miserably dependent on alcohol, and you are ashamed of it. You want to get rid of it, but you can't, because you are not living. When you don't live your life, then death also you will miss. If you can accept life in its blissful form, then you will accept death also in its blissful form. You are scared of death, you wet your pants when you think about death, because death is such a horrible concept for you, because you know you have no power over it. That is why you try to use all your power over your life. That is why you are continuously working to make your life miserable. Every morning to evening, you just making your life miserable. You want control, you want to control it, but you know that you can't control death. You can control your funeral, you can buy a funeral insurance, best funeral insurances, which your television, your propaganda, advertisements, they gave you many options. This funeral, that funeral, buy insurance, funeral insurance. On funeral, up to funeral you can control, but death you can't. So you try to control the life, but life is also not in your control. You want securities, you want happiness, but neither you have securities nor you have happiness. Because more security you will have, more insecure you will become. Security means that more insecurity. Security is the mother of insecurity. So mother cannot live without child. That is why more security you will have, more miserable you become. Lazarus left securities. That is why he is in bliss. That is why he is not miserable like you. Lazarus, come. And Lazarus walk behind the master. Lazarus cannot die. A sadhaka of the path of sadhana cannot die. Martha's half trust become full on that day. She saw and she realized that half cannot serve full. You can't be half in the materialism and half in the spirituality, which nowadays we see in the pseudo spiritual world. In Byron Bay, pseudo spiritual world it is. Half material, Lenin, soy, candles, organic. Half spiritual, half material. Yoga, meditation, but a successful career. Yoga, meditation, but want a baby also. Through the IVF technology, but want a baby. You have to tick the boxes of your mother, father, and you also have to do meditation and yoga. You are cheating yourself. Sadhana is the path of leaving behind your pain bodies. Sadhana is the path towards enlightenment, which leads you towards enlightenment. Your cunningness will not work. In pseudo spiritual world, your cunningness will work and you will get appreciation from both from material side. Mummy and daddy also give you approval if you tick the boxes of the societies which given to you. And the pseudo spiritual group will also give you approval when you do meditation, yoga every day, tick box, organic, vegan, vegetarian. When you're ticking box, you're seeking approval. The path of enlightenment is beyond approval. This is the path where only you seek not approval but the inner freedom. Lazarus has attained inner freedom. That is why he cannot die. And that is why, because you don't have the inner freedom, you can't live. Although you will breathe, although you will walk, but you are not living. You are smiling, but behind the persona, you are crying. Through your securities, you are showing off your success, but inside you know you lost. Outside, we can see Elon Musk is successful materially, financially, but we can see his mind, his pain. Through his action, his pain is there. But the society want you to shut up on the pain. If you are depressed, society will say shut up. If you are suffering from anxiety, stress, your friends, your family will say, shut up. Then what you will do? You will wear a persona. You will cry behind the persona, and the mask which you wearing, it will smile. You know it. Your friend, your family will leave you if you are depressed, if you are stressed. That is why you don't even show. You go to a boring psychiatrist who will listen to your boring stupidity for 1 hour, for 2 hours, watching the clock and ask you to leave. The work of society in this capitalist structure is just to make you ready so that you can show up at your job tomorrow, so that you can show up at your business tomorrow. That is what their purpose is. They have nothing to do with the inner work. They are not there to give you any inner guidance. The job of the psychiatrist, counselor is only limited so that somehow he can prepare you so tomorrow morning you can show up at your job, at your work, at your business. You can show up at your family on the Christmas party. That's it. Because that's what how you can serve this capitalist system. So they just want that from you. And you slowly, it is hard, but then you will become habitual of it. Then training will work. But this is not the way to live life. You living your life very miserably, you will die very miserably too. Death will be miserable too. If your life will become a song, then your death will become a poem too. Lazarus' life is a song. Lazarus' death is a poem. Lazarus is blissful in his life, in his death. That is the enlightenment. When bliss only exists without any pain body. When you acknowledge your pain body, when you acknowledge your shadows, and you observe them, you work upon them through the path of sadhana and rise towards your enlightenment. With these words, I will rest my talks. Namaste. ॐ पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। Om Tat Sat. Namaste.